How do? Time for another beer review. We are back in our normal environment. We are back in Carlisle, ready to do some more beer reviews. So this is a beer that I picked up in Auburn. If you've seen my review at the Weatherspoons, if you've seen my review of Overtones and of Funky Fluids Brown Sugar, this was a beer that I actually picked up while I was up there as well. I picked this up in Lidl in Auburn. So this is part of the Lidl Scotland range, I think. I'm not sure if it's been in a recent festival or not. This is called Rancho Rosa. It's a raspberry and lemon rosé lager coming in at 4.2% in a 330ml can. Apologies for the can. It's taken a pounding on the way home. You can just about make the dints out there. Looks like it's done 12 rounds with the Gypsy King Tyson Fury. So, so hopefully it doesn't explode on me when I open it. It says, rosé wine deconstructed and rebuilt as a light and refreshing lager. Raspberry combines with modern German hops to bring bags of fruity berry flavour. Lemon adds a twist of citrus aroma and a hint of bright acidity. Rice lightens and dries the body of the beer. Combined, they bring all the fun and flavour of a juicy rosé. Cheers. Not the biggest rosé fan, to be honest. I probably prefer red wine as my wine go-to, but I'm not a big wine drinker, to be honest. Intrigue got the better of me on this one. I haven't got high hopes as I'm not a rosé fan, but it just sounded a bit of a fun beer. And it wasn't expensive, so we'll get it out and see what we get. It hasn't exploded. Fantastic. So, as expected, this is pouring like a rosé wine pinky colour. It's got an off-white head. There is a slight pink tinge to it. Few bubbles going up there. Slightly hazy. Once it's in the glass, it's more of a pinky orange, but it was certainly pouring like a rosé wine. Let's get the nose. Yeah, it's got that raspberry and lemon. Smells a little bit wheaty. Yeah, the raspberry, initially I got a big burst of lemon. I'm getting a lot of the raspberry coming out now. It doesn't smell too bad. I'm hoping it's more just like a raspberry and lemon flavoured lager rather than like a rosé wine thing. But we'll see. Right. Cheers, everybody. That's a strange one. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm going again. Yeah, it's kind of quite nice. Everything happens kind of on the back end and in the aftertaste. Up front, I wasn't getting any real flavour. Then I got this lemon. Well, I got a tart raspberry. I wouldn't say it was like sour, but there was a tartness to it. And then I got a hint of the lemon coming in, and then in the aftertaste there was a little bit of like a biscuit finish. It's very heavily carbonated. I really feel like I'm gonna burp a lot. And it's slightly sweet, but I kind of think it works. It's got a bit of a lager body to it, so I can see where they're coming from. I'm not going to pull them up totally on it. I think if they just called it a raspberry and lemon lager, it probably would have been fine. Or I would have probably called it a tart raspberry and lemon lager. I think it's a little bit poetic license calling it with the rosé. I think they're trying to make it a bit more gimmicky than what it necessarily is. But it's not a bad drink. It's a fun drink. It's very heavily carbonated. Like I say, I'm doing a few sneaky burps here, so apologies if you've picked those up on the camera. Yeah, it's all right. It's better than all right. Would I drink it again? Yeah, I probably would. I think it's a fun beer. I think if it was a nice hot day, I could probably drink a couple of them and I wouldn't tire of it. So not a bad one for Lidl. Well done. I think you've done all right there. So that is Drygate's Rancho Rosa. So thanks for watching, Ed. On to the next one. Cheers.